Alright, going to talk about today's trading session on Friday. Still going on, about 30 minutes into the close. So, it's talking about Triple D. Triple D's in the tech sector. Has been coming off like high level consolidation with a volume blast. But recently we pulled back to the midline and then made a potential lower low, potential lower high. So, anyway, if we got back below this low, it would be a trend change. It's being like this could be an anti. It's being like just the anyway. What I'm trying to say is the downswing is longer than the upswing. So, and if we get below this pivot low, this would be a lower low. So that was the idea. So also, if we got below, so setup is kind of like recent downtrending action with potential trend change. Covel below 629, so the trigger was just trading below 1969, and holding below there or 1908. So intraday, if you're looking for just like a support becomes resistance or a little bear flag, there's one right for the prior day's low, Covel, full Covel right there. I ended up shorting sideways consolidation. That prior level 1908, so underneath that, and so I shorted 1898. My stop was up above here at 33 cents. So he's kind of going sideways for most of the day. This is one of my favorite intraday setups when we have a blast and then consolidate. We tap once, tap twice, tap three times. It's pretty good chance that the level is going to break. At least in my estimation from what I've seen in the past. So I got stopped out over here. I didn't feel like I had my VWAP at this point. Like when I shorted was like 29 cents, so maybe I could have gone like 35. But I think I had my stop wasn't like one tick above VWAP. It was a few cents above there. So maybe I give myself enough room. But anyway, I got stopped out, so I got back in once price crossed back below VWAP, and then just didn't respect my stop. And of course, literally, I exited. I panicked, and it was just had a losing trade. It's like, so what? It's in the plan that I had a losing trade, right? Sometimes you're gonna have put on the trade. You're gonna get stopped out. If my plan is to re-enter, then I have to respect my stop. But I got emotional, and I fucking, I had my new stop was at 35 cents, just like 1 cent above this wick. Because it shouldn't come back up there, so this little bar started coming, creeping up there, and I panicked, and I got out, and of course, after that, it did exactly what I was thinking it was going to do. So, anyway, I did actually have one solid entry for the whole day, which was at the very end of the day. This prior intraday support level became resistance, so at least fucking one good trade out all this bullshit. Once again, I could have had a better entry in here. I do like the sideways. If I wait a little bit longer, I'll probably get in somewhere in like that, instead of kind of at the bottom of this range. So entry really matters, I think, when talking about my stop placement. So I'm getting in here, and my stop's 30 cents away. It's more like up in here. So stops matter, or entries matter. And then I just took a quick profit into here because we're kind of approaching the end of the day, and I just want to kind of recoup some of the losses. So it's kind of like the Paul Tudor Jones quote about tomorrow's newspaper, right? So if I can have it and still lose money, so amazing how I shorted Triple D 3 times and still lost money today. And this is a fucking wide range bar that opened on its high and closed on its low. So says a lot about my trading process right now and how I fucking need to stick to it. Because if I stick to it, I think I'm in right here, and then catch the meat of this move, and at least back to break even on the day. So one more setup that I like. So AXGN. So it wasn't a whole lot going on. Like DDD is like 60% on the volume buzz is like the highest thing in high beta. So not a lot. I mean, we're kind of coming to a 4th of July weekend, whatever. So anyway, AXGN's in the healthcare sector. It's in a long-term uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. So setup is healthcare sector, hot sector, in an uptrend. Consolidation below the all-time high, so trigger is getting above $16 whole number, and up, kind of a hot sector. So that's the setup. Trigger entry would be, kind of liquid, but after kind of hold sideways up here for solid half hour, an hour. Could have just gone long in the sideways. Would have gone long in the sideways up here. The stop here. And I was looking at it right here, and I just didn't pull the trigger. So just once again having a solid setup. I'm probably still a little bit too worried about liquidity at this point. It was only trading like a couple hundred thousand shares beforehand, but obviously if we're expecting a wide range today, the volume should go up too. So anyway, just still worried about liquidity, kind of reminding me of home, just like another good setup, and I just didn't pull the trigger, and this will be a win and trade today. So anyway, I really like this daily chart setup. Volume could be a little bit nicer, but solid overall. Solid, strong uptrend, consolidation at the all-time high, whole number, obvious level, all that kind of shit. So some other counter trend stuff out there, but as far as trading goes today, didn't trade probably the A+ setup of the day, and then the other in-play stock today I traded it poorly. So that's kind of sums up like what's been going on lately. Is just either not trading the best stocks or trading A, not trading the best stocks, B, trading the stocks that have been in poorly, but mainly just not trading good stocks. So at least today I really didn't break any rules. So it's like a positive, after Thursday of chasing opening spikes and gap ups and all that shit. It felt a little bit better to not do that, but still got a lot of work in my process. So weekend review will be coming whenever I can get the data from Bulls on Wall Street put on TraderView, and then I'll review my weekly trades and get the weekly review going. Anyway, have a good weekend. Later.